Is your fine natural hair like dry and like crispy on the ends? Do you hear people talking about like listening to your hair, but you have no idea what that even means? If that sounds like you, then girl, you are not alone. Shout outs to Jen Jackson for making an absolutely amazing video. Jen Jackson made an entire video about how to moisturize super dry 4C natural hair. Girl, if you're watching, we over here at Fine Natural Hair Rocks, we love you. It was an amazing video, but what about us fine natural hair ladies? Watch this video all the way to the end so that you know exactly how to moisturize your fine natural hair so that you never suffer from dry, crispy ends ever again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're an OG curl friend returning back for more, welcome back to Fine Natural Hair Rocks, where your search for the very best in fine natural hair, beauty, and lifestyle advice stops. Now, fine natural hair requires a very special routine. So when you're moisturizing your fine natural hair, you always want to make sure that you're starting with water or a water-based product first. So you start off with your water, you wanna go ahead and spritz on your hair, and then you apply a cream. Now, not all of us have the exact same hair identity, the exact same hair characteristics, so you might be one of those fine naturals who maybe you benefit from water first and cream second, and then maybe an oil on top. Now, if that's you, by all means, play around with these things. At the very least, what you wanna do is make sure that when you are moisturizing your hair, you're starting off with water. Oil doesn't moisturize the strands. It leaves an impression that the strands are moisturized, but you will never get to the true cortex of your strand without moisturizing with water first. Get used to touching your ends. Now, I don't mean to touch your ends and, be excessive about it, but get used to touching your ends so that you know when your hair is moisturized, you know when your hair is dry. Now, I'm touching my ends right now, and yes, they appear to be dry because I do have type 4 natural hair, but they're actually quite moisturized. I know this because when I touch my strands, I can feel a sheen to it. So there's a little bit, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a slight sheen to my fingers, which is the product that's in my hair from before. And I can also tell because my ends feel soft. Now, we don't want to be touching our strands too much without actually receiving information from our strands, because the more you touch your strands is the more you remove that hydration, that moisturization from the strands. The main piece is that when you are touching your strands, make sure that you're noting to yourself, is it dry? Is it moist? Do I need a little bit something more to protect the integrity of my fine natural hair? Are you unsure of where to start? I know this is a lot of information, so if that sounds like you, then definitely wait till the end of this video, because I'm going to share my tried and tested and true method on how to know that your fine natural hair absolutely needs more moisturization. Also, curl friend, does your regimen usually remain the same? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, so here it is. Are you one of those people who are really confused about, does my hair need moisturizing at night? Does it need moisturizing in the morning or somewhere in the day? Here's my tried, tested, and true method. At night, you're gonna wanna go ahead and touch your strands. Touch your strands to see how do they feel. Collect the information from your fingers on how your strands are feeling. Then you wanna go ahead and apply your moisturization technique. So you start off with your water, you go in with your cream. Go ahead, do that, then tie your hair with a scarf, and then apply your satin bonnet and head to bed. In the morning, you're gonna wanna then touch your ends again. Does your hair still feel the same as it did the night before? Does it feel different? Notice that. Now, if your hair feels very similar to the way it felt at night, that means that your hair has held on to the moisturization. You don't need to really worry about it drying out in that moment. You can then assess, hey, do I need a little bit more moisture or do I need a little bit less? Now, if you touch your strands and they feel super dry, then you know that you need to go in and maybe repeat that method. Now, it's important to note that moisturization is a journey, it's not a destination. Natural hair is inherently dry in nature, so you will have to establish some sort of a routine for yourself before you get to the point where your routine is matching exactly what your hair needs. Another really great way to know exactly if your fine natural hair needs moisture or not is to have a look at what it looks like. So the night before, after you applied your products, were your curls popping? Were your curls clumping? Did you feel as though your strands they had like a moisturized look to them? then note the exact same thing the night after, sorry. So this is kind of what I'm asking you to do, is like a compare and a contrast, so that you are now creating a regimen for yourself based on your own natural hair, your own needs, and exactly what it is that's gonna get your strands thriving and doing the things that you want them to do. Girlfriend, if you like that tip, then definitely feel free to share this video with a friend who you think could really benefit from more information, solid information about his or her fine natural hair. If this is your first time watching Fine Natural Hair Rocks and you want to receive even more tips and tricks and tutorials about your fine natural hair, then definitely go ahead and hit up the link right there, because I send these exact same tips, tricks, and tutorials directly to your inbox. Also, if you know of a fine natural who can really benefit from solid natural hair advice, definitely feel free to share this video so that we can grow our Curlfriend crew together. Girlfriend, earlier in this video, I asked you if your regimen had changed. And I know if you're anything like me, your regimen has absolutely changed, because my regimen has changed a lot over the years. It's even changed over this year. So you asked, I answered. I am absolutely going to be sharing on Monday, September 26th, exactly the 12 things that I stopped doing in 2022 to my fine natural hair. Definitely stay tuned to Fine Natural Hair Rocks if you're interested in that video. In the meantime, go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share this video with a friend, because it really does help Fine Natural Hair Rocks out. Check out this video next if you want to see the very best natural hairstyle for fine and thin natural hair. Thank you so much for watching, girlfriend. I will see you in that video. Bye!